do it. It's like in the most extreme case, or you face someone who's named EU Hacker Master 1337. It's like, okay, you are either cheating or you're all inning. I'm scouting you. That's what I'm doing. So that's how early this drone is. The previous drone, you didn't see as early from Ezrek here. In the previous game, but this time super early, wants to make sure he has the perfect choice of builds. Now we see the gateway first from Ashana, so we can see two things. He can go gateway first, and as he usually does, the full gateway pressure, 3 gates in the front, which is very understandable in this map, and just goes for the 3 gate pressure, trying to make some damage happen, cancel the third, kill some units, maybe even kill his opponent as he did in the first game of today. But he can... Actually, no, he didn't kill with full gate, but he did a lot of tunnel damage. He does a ton of damage, and then he goes into a 7 or 8 gate. What he does is, like, if it didn't get in, if he had to warp in a ton, he goes for 7 gates. If he had enough probes, really, then he goes for an 8 gate. So that's what we could see. We could also see that he just goes for 3 gates in the front, and then he goes for the 7 gate right away instead of going for the pressure like we saw in the first game in this series. So both are very, very possible. We now see a very early speed coming down here for Ezrek. And he's playing it safe. This is a very smart choice, I feel, versus someone like Shana. He's playing it safe. He's making sure that, okay, whatever you do, I got your number, okay? I got your speed. I will get my Roach Warren. You're not gonna touch me, but whatever you say to Shana, if you're saying you're not touching me, he says, I'm sure as hell I'm going to. I'm going to have my 7 gates all over your base. Like, you're not gonna be able to get a third because I'm going to have so many gates. That's Shana's kind of play style right now, and it's I don't know. It's interesting that he can do so much damage every single game with every single like having the same style over and over again. But I think that, he is not really a macro player, and he makes it work. Now, we have 4 gateways, and this is scouted by the Overlords. We have 4 confirmed gateways by outside player. It doesn't have to be aggression, because you get these 4 just to wall off with. But it also could be a lot of aggression. Now, the probe on the map, I don't think he got found. Actually, maybe it did get found. Let's see here. No, okay, didn't get found. He pulled it back, but now we have another problem map, all the same, who just ran around. It doesn't really matter. He's going to try to get that proxy pylon down, it looks like, from the position of him, but because otherwise he'll be hiding him much more. And it looks like he wants to go for them for some gateway pressure, but here we go. The Ling scouted just the second he's chucked down, and all those Lings are going to kill that pylon instantaneously. It's all about, if he can save the pylon. He's not going to save that pylon. There's way too many Lings. If they don't go for something else first, he needs to kill the pylon right now. He's focusing on their cells, and we're going to see warp-ins, I think, but no, it's just too late. And he goes for the warp-ins. Okay, so it's just too late. He did have enough Lings to clean this up very, very thoroughly. And although there are 3, well, actually, wait a second. He does get the warp-in on 3 zealots, and with those warp-ins, things get very, very dangerous very quickly. That's what I meant. You have to focus down that pylon. It's a very big risk not to. And now we see Spore Crawlers going down, Spine Crawlers going down, more Lings on the way. I think right now Ezrek is in panic mode number 1, and he's right now just threatening the pylon. So he's going to force a few cells to stay back, but that's it. He's going to force a few cells to stay back. He can't kill these zealots. There's no way, there's no possible way for him to kill these zealots. Now, here's something though. Shana goes for Robo. There is a Robo, and I think maybe just an immortal bust here, because there are so many spine crawlers that could be made right now. There's only actually 1 spine crawler, but there could be 7 right now for all that Shana knows. So Ezrek forcing Shana back once again. Shana doesn't have any +1. So still, cells are effective against Lings, but they're not amazing against Lings. So right now, Ezra just buying time. He has the 1 spine crawler, but it's not enough. He's not going to save his third. He's not going to save his natural if he doesn't get those roaches out soon. He's saving up a lot of resources right now, and losing all his Lings. That is probably not the smartest of moves. If you have the tunnelings, you can go for the aggression, you can force your opponent to have a few cells back. It's not the best kind of move to lose them all, but it seems like that's what happened right now, and he's going to try to focus down that pile once again. We probably will see a warping before then, though. An Immortal is on the way, the third is dead, and we even saw a few drones being made here by Ezreal. I don't know if it was a mistake or if he's actually confident that he will hold on 2 bases, but we see an Evo Chamber and 13 Roaches on the way now. And Roaches are good and all, but with Immortals, this is going to be dangerous. And we might just see a Sentry Mortal all-in following this, and on only 2 bases, there's no way to hold this. There's no way to hold a Sentry Mortal all-in on 2 bases, unless you went for 2-base Muta and have an amazing amount of Muta. But here we go. Those Queens will take some big damage, but now, of course, after using the first Time Warp here, I want to say Shana, I don't want to say the Celts. The Shana realizes that, you know, it's not the best of ideas to really overextend way too much, because the only way he really will lose his heads up in the game is like if he sacrifices all his units. Now, I feel at this point just recall with all the units, and there we go. We'll recall or save a lot of cells there, and that'll make it for a very, very dangerous kind of army later on. If he saves those, what was it? 9 zealots. With extra 9 zealots, you'll have so much more beef in your army when you attack. And now here goes 4 more gateways. It's 8 gate. We see 3 mortals. It's a bit slower than the 2 mortals attack, but it's so much stronger against big armies. Now here comes a changeling, and it has to be killed soon. Now that Osa sees everything. He sees every single sentry, he sees every single immortal. He knows, okay, he knows what's up, but there's no 3rd base. He doesn't have the production really. They're almost equal in workers, and Hydras have started, but there's no range yet. It's quite far away from them finishing, so he'll finish just after the first wave hits about. And these, although Spine Claws look nice, they will finish just as the pros arrive, and those Zealots and Immortals will time apart. Those, they won't hold. There's no way they will hold. Nice little kind of skirmish here with the Roaches, but it does pick up the last second. And I think now, though, there is a very slim chance for Ezreal to hold this. Like, to hold this, he will have every single ounce of micro in his body. He needs everything here. Remember, this is the last game. He has to make this work. There is no maybe. There is no I kinda try this. No, he has to make this work. He has a lot of transfuses. He needs to kill those Immortals. There is no other way. Focus the Sentries, focus the Immortals, and the War Prism. These are the 3 big ones. You'll see big warpings of Cells and Stalkers, but if you keep killing the Sentries, if you kill any Immortals, and especially if you kill the War Prism, you will be in a very good position. But you can't lose too many units doing so. And I think this is a very strong move here from Shana, who's moving around, and those Spine Crawlers uprooting. They are changing, but I'm not sure if it's in time. Shana getting very aggressive here. Those Spine Crawlers are not really downrooting as they should. And he will not push just yet, but look at the supply right now. Look at the armies. I mean, Shana's army is so much greater, and it's all about this arc. A huge arc here for Ezreal, but it's going to be enough though. Good force fields already. Those Immortals are doing so much damage. Nice damage though from Ezreal, killing off so many gateway units. A huge arc with Hydra range, Spine Crawlers, Transfuses, and everything you could ever dream of as a Zerg player. If it's going to hold, it's going to be at this position. One of the Immortals is actually dropping very, very low here. He's down to 92 health only. I don't know though. I mean, although he does so much damage, Shana is killing off Spine Crawlers left and right. One Spine Crawler going down here in the bottom as well. And now the last Spine Crawlers are getting killed, but one of the Immortals did die. Maybe a second one goes down as well. And 2 Immortals did go down with that. And look, they traded armies. And this is something that Zerg absolutely wants. If he kills the last Immortal, this pressure's over. He's done it. He's so close right now. He managed to kill those 2 Immortals. That was everything he needed. And that War Prism didn't pick them up. That was a big, not just big, that was a huge mistake for Shana's part. This all-in is so strong, but when you engage in the perfect location for the Zerg player, and then manage to sacrifice your Immortals like that, that's the one thing that can make it so the Soap player survives. I didn't even think that he would be able to. So, Ezreal right now, he just has to hold this. All he has to do, hold on 3 bases. There is no more Immortal on the way. And the more Hydras you get, the stronger he's going to be against this this kind of army. There are only 3 sentries. He's trying to bait force fields, which is the best thing you can do at this point. There's a lot of cells still, so just watch out. If he gets cornered with perfect force fields, he can still lose this game. But if he kills the Immortal, oh boy, he'll be so happy. It's almost over then. But right now, you know, Shana doesn't want to give up. Ezreal right now, supply box. He's trying to get a few more overlords out, but he has a very nice army. He has 12 Hydras, he has 21 Roaches, he has 100 range. There are so many salads though. There's an amazing amount of salads. So I like the choice here of making more Spinecrawlers. Those Spinecrawlers will help him so much later on. And with Observe now, Shana there is starting to clean up creep. He's starting to put on more pressure. And here is the interesting part. When does he go for it? There's more sentries now. There are 6 sentries. He's pushing him into a corner, actually. And here we go. That's a big concave for the Soap player. But that Immortal is not being tossed down. The Immortal is doing so much damage. And those force fields are right now working against the Protoss more than with him, to be honest. The cells all die off. And now it's up to the Hydras. Can they kill the Immortal? Can they kill the sentries? The sentries all go down except for 2. There are only 2 sentries left. Here comes the units though. That Immortal is no longer for this world. He's down to 83 and that is going to be GG. And there we go. Whew. That is a 2-1 for Ezreal. It was close for some time, but he managed to close it out. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ezreal as our second qualified player. Shana just dropping out here. He's short of just 1 game. Looked like he was going to make it. He killed so many links. He was equaling workers. He was 2 base. You know, killing that 3rd base. You know, just keeping his opponent back for such a long time. And then this kind of all-in is so strong. And for just with a perfect engagement over and over again. And then picking off those 2 Immortals. Just made it for Ezreal. Just a beautiful hold. Just a beautiful hold. So, I guess with that is going to be it for today's GPL. That was the last Group H. I want to thank everyone who came in to watch. We got quite a few views for a while there, and really happy that people come out here and watch it. I mean, we're getting more and more here. You know, share it to your friends to keep giving out. You know, share the word. We are having some really good games here in GPL. It's so exciting. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Of course, remember on Twitter, you can follow Esports Heaven. You can follow me as well at WiggyCasting. I'm going to write it in the chat. And of course, shout out to sponsors for GPL, Golden Pro League. That is, it's Logitech. We have NetEase and Blizzard. Of course, shout out to Neo TV casting this in Chinese. Oh yes, we have the Twitter handles in the bottom, yes, as Twitters. So there we go. So thank you everyone who's come in. Don't forget also, follow us here on Twitch if you want to help us out. If you want a replay pack, when we get to 100 followers, we will release a replay pack. So also, of course, this is all done by our own money, and you might think there's no cost to it. We have to pay for VPN servers. There are a lot of different costs on the sides, and you know, there's no real profit to it yet, at least. So, you know, if you want to help out with anything, like, you know, increase the quality, make us able to do this without lagging, helping us out with having the correct, you know, internet and gear and everything, you know, just there's a big donate button underneath the player here in the information. You know, if you want to help out, any sum is great. Otherwise, it's enough that you just watch the stream. So, thank you all, and thank you, Darth Guac. Thank you for coming in as well. See you next time. I'm Wiggy, and here with me was Joe, observing and fixing everything else. Of course, shouts to Dig Mouse as well, of course. A very, very cool guy helping out so much here. So, thank you, everyone. See you next time. Wiggy out.